I'm in charge of the chat.
All right. Be nice.
I will. $10? Are you joking me? Is Chrissy a sissy? Good question from you, Steve. Get a job, mate, okay? No way X was shit talking to you. If there's one guy that has always got TU's back, it's Commander X. He's the most loyal, you know? I'm gonna skip some of those questions for not my channel to get perma banned, you know? Not my income that's on the line here, so I'll skip some of those questions. Yeah, still seems like we're in this skipping phase of the stream right now. When are you getting a job? Hopefully soon. Did I get invited to the wedding? Yes, I think I'm traveling down on Friday for it. Favorite vegetable? Right? Okay, here's a one. If I say my favorite vegetable is a jalapeno, does it count? Because I think it technically is a vegetable, and it would be the best. But I feel like it doesn't count, you know? What's your least favorite? Ah, fuck, I can't read. Is there a world in which we lose the Frostdales? Probably not. Who's my favorite OWCS co-streamer? Well, that's clearly the Titan of co-streaming. If the Titan's online, I will only watch the Titan. Thankfully though, the Titan, as big as he talks, actually doesn't care about Overwatch, he never streams it, so cheers to that. Why was Kevster inting on holiday? Honestly, that was just a bad day at the office, okay? Listen, we're all allowed bad days. Not everyone's like, can't all be perfect all the time. Every now and there's a bad day, there's a bad draft. It's all just a little bit bad, you know? But from bad comes good. How many bad days? Honestly, I suppose it depends what you're talking about, but not that many bad days. It has largely been more good than bad. It was just that one TM day that was just a particular pain at my arse. How many good? Sky is very good. I don't know. Sky, I think, gets an incredibly unjustified amount of hate.
Well, what you've done to Sky is you've put him in the main support position. And then what happens on every team?
And then he just gets like unlimited abuse, you know? You reckon you can break up the TM, VP, Alka? I think so. I think we're right in that mix, to be honest. I think we're up there. I don't think it's a lock. I think we're gonna have to earn it and play well, but I think we're up there. Yeah, that quick map free. Yeah, I mean, listen, that day we just weren't aligned, okay? And we just needed to be aligned. Now we're aligned. So when you're aligned, you can slingshot faster into the correct direction.
Better trajectory.
Exactly.
I'm uploading the board for the mods. Oh, that's a good one. Did VP get worse or did EU get better?
It's a good question. So I have a few theories. I have a few VP theories. I think the first thing is I think mentally they felt like they were indestructible for a long time. And I think from what I understand, they had like some back-to-back horrendous scrims against TM. And I think they realized actually all of a sudden, like no one had ever done that to that team, you know? And I think it's quite a confidence breaker when you've played for however many months you've been on, literally like barely lost a scrim, always been the top dog, unbeaten. And then you lose to Alcad and you start to lose a lot of scrims. So I think they are suffering from like a confidence break right now. That is a test they haven't actually ever had before. I'm so 5-man roster pilled. I feel somewhere that the splitting of game time with the tanks, neither of them are bad players, but I just feel somewhere they just, I don't know. I think it's like a mistake. Like the comps which they're added are okay, but I feel like Vestola looks worse this season than he did last season. I just can't help but think it's because he's getting half the play time and confidence is a little bit lacking. So I don't know. I was thinking the other day that like maybe the EU internal scrim rankings is actually so similar to, you remember your stage 1 power rankings where you got absolutely absolutely. I was thinking it the other day. I was like, they're actually still right now.
Too far in the future. It just needed more time for the teams to settle.
Yeah, they're actually low-key spot on right now.
It would have actually been such an outrageous decision as well if my stage 2 power rankings were just, yeah, now the stage 1 rankings are going to come true. Like,
yeah.
Why have Pep's gotten worse? I think that's an easy one. They just lost their 2 best players.
Yeah.
It's not many teams would actually would really struggle in that situation. Unless, of course, you are AG. In which case, losing your coach and losing what everyone thinks is your best player is actually the path to success.
Or GK.
Yeah, yeah, GK. Actually, you're right. Now Peps are actually the
honestly,
exception.
the more we think
yeah,
about
Peps are
it,
the exception.
Peps are so shit for getting worse after losing their 2 best players. Because there's so much precedent for staying good, you know?
Alright, SSG's in the chat. Fuck. Getting supervised. Don't worry, I'm always on my best behaviour.
I'm not.
Yeah, you can come, Psycho. Hop on.
Yes,
We'll
finally.
desk back together.
I've got to leave in 50 minutes, I think. So
5-0.
Yeah, I got private coaching at 9, so I'll stick around for as long as I can, and then I'll let Psycho carry the desk on his own.
Did I just hear that right? You have to leave in 15 minutes?
Yeah, I got mouths to feed. I got bread to win. You know, money to make.
I thought this is a paid position here.
Oh, I've got terrible news.
What?
You got your gifted sub, Psycho.
That's true, I'm happy with that. Thank you so much. Wait, let me see who did it. Lelandy, thank you so much. Are you guys live Weaver pilled in TM yet? No, we are not. Don't think we ever will be.
No, I don't see you guys as the Weaver team.
We'll leave that up to Chris to do that.
Yeah, when I started it, you know, I started it. I just didn't finish it, you know.
Of course you did.
You think the Live Weaver actually has any legs outside Circuit Royale? I feel like it feels
it's one of those.
of it.
Honestly, it's one of those heroes where it's been buffed so many times.
Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be like it's really not bad. Like it actually has like.
Yeah.
It's not meta, but it's so like it's no longer a troll pick 100%. Like there's so many things you can do with it.
Like you'd never see like Live Weaver one tricks, but now like, there's actually a bunch in like high rank. Like it's actually not bad. And they'll just keep buffing them, right? Them?
I think
Him.
Lifeweaver is a he.
Oh
I
fuck.
think you've been on 2 minutes and you're already problematic, mate. It's insane.
Venture is them, right?
Yeah, Venture is
Ah, okay.
clear them. Lifeweaver is he. So just remember that next time, okay, please?
Sorry.
Not only are you not getting paid, but now nobody's getting paid.
It literally just got demonetized right now. I just got the notification. You've been demonetized. It's insane.
At least I'm trying. Come on, guys.
That's true.
Psycho is that friend who's too woke. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's what,
I hear
honestly,
that
when
a
I
lot.
go out with Psycho, I'm like, he's too fucking woke, this guy. I always said that about you, mate.
Oh, is it the first day of
Pride
Pride Month? Ah,
Yeah.
fuck. We've lasted
Psycho,
until 8
mate.
PM.
Oh, mate. That's actually, I actually did do Calling All Heroes on the desk. Can you believe that? I was on the Calling All Heroes desk.
But were you actually?
I did it. Yeah, I did it one time.
What?
Yeah, you and
When was
Otto, you
that?
did a good job.
I don't know. I think it was like in the off season after Overwatch League died. I did it, and then I got a lot of compliments from it. But for some reason, since then, I just
more
don't get the
gigs?
call
No
back
gigs?
anymore. Seems like something to do with the podcast has harmed my hireability for some reason.
I understood it was calling all heroes, so I don't understand why they're not calling you.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just maybe it'll be one of those things that's just a mystery for the rest of the time.
Guys, I was 8-0 after first round of Koth. Then I went sim and I ended the map 10-6. A bit of a rough one, no?
Actually,
Yes.
anytime it's for Checkmate has the same problem. Alcad will like win convincingly, but he's played sim for most of it, so his stats are just shit on fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, my sim also might just be trash. I thought UB coaching would be enough, but it wasn't.
Not enough when it matters, you know.
No.
Taekwondo uncoachable when? It was actually meant to be last week, but I never organised
Yeah,
it.
it was actually the
was-
next guy.
It was actually we hadn't even got to the point where I asked Psycho, but it was an idea and that never happened.
Well, I was asked by Christopher, believe it or not.
Oh,
I sent out some feelers on the grapevine.
What do you think the chances that SSG upsets Supernova here?
thanks, no idea for the bits. What's the chance that SSG upsets Supernova here? I'm all in on SSG. They've got it in the bag.
Like, surely this is a Frio, right? Like 100%.
I think there's like a cheeky dropped map in there in the middle, but it's a win. It's a win no matter what.
I mean, we also thought Nightmare versus Extinction would be easy, right?
No, but
Yeah.
Nightmare is shit, mate.
Well,
That's what I think.
It was
they're 5-0 and they're sitting at number 1 right now.
Exactly, mate. But like Quick Esports beat us, but Quick Esports are shit. Do you know what I mean?
As a member of the desk, Quick Esports is no longer sitting at 5-0.
I mean, as a member of the desk, the point is teams can have good records and be shit. That's my point. As a member
As
of
a
the
member
desk.
of the desk, like 5-0 is a pretty impressive record. So
As a member of the desk, it is impressive, but they're shit. Okay.
okay.
It was almost so funny because they were 2 maps up, cruise control. They go Lifeweaver Mercy on Gibraltar, lose a dogfight, then you lose like a no shenanigans push as well, and then all of a sudden like King's Row felt different though. King's Row was like lock in from Nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, I always said Live Weaver's dog shit. Don't ever play that era.
I think it's the Mercy combo. The Mercy combo is the step too far.
It's the Live Weaver.
The Koreans are in NA, then it's over. This is a
true,
Frio.
Are they?
It's-
Okay.
Yeah. All of the SSG problems. Hunter's locked in. The meta's fixed. All in.
Actually over. It's actually unbelievable, Chris. We never got to go to that SG bootcamp, like their team house or whatever.
In
That's
Utah?
true. It actually is true.
I heard it's very nice.
Yeah, Hunter
wow.
was saying it was really good. And then they took them all
Yeah.
skiing as well.
Really? We got none of that.
That's what you get when you get vice champions in North America.
Oh, I got a leftover kebab in the fridge. Should I grab it before the game?
Yeah,
Why not, mate?
Alright,
go for
I'm
it.
gonna go do that. Alright, I'll be back, guys.
Alright, Bliss in the starting lineup as well.
Can you link me the clean feed again?
Oh, I can, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Who leaves a kebab uneaten? I feel like normally when you get a kebab, you always get too much, but in a good way, so you get
Really?
eat a second meal. Yeah.
I swear it always tastes so good you can just one-shot it anyway, no matter how much.
I don't know. I do always order a large. Maybe it's just it's a pilot issue.
True.
Thank you, Mr. Rover, for the 11 months.
Bald.
Did I tell you I went to a Turkish barber's last week and they gave me like
Oh really?
a proper the full Turkish experience, but they gave me like a proper shave on the head because I've only ever just used like clippers to trim it, and it's the smoothest my head has ever been. I've never felt it so smooth. It felt like alien.
Did they do something else as well?
Yeah, they
Or
gave me
just
like they gave me the hot towel. When they shaved my
Yeah.
neck, they like set fire to something and like heating up the razor first as well. And then the bit that really felt like it was taking the biscuit is then they set fire to like another stick, and then they were slapping my
What?
ears with it to
What?
to get rid of all like the hairs on my ears and stuff, like burn them off. That's when I was like, I don't know what's happening, but this feels like I'm getting the full experience here. And then they put olive
How
oil
much
on
did
my
you
head
pay?
as well. It was 23 quid for the full service.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, I'm going again before I'm going on Friday before I leave for the wedding. So I'll be
Okay.
I'll be fully fully oiled up, yeah. You pay £70 for a haircut, BS Lights? You live in London?
Nah.
Oh, okay,
That
you
is-
live in London. That's still crazy.
Yeah, but no way. What? £70? That's like what? 80 euros? Maybe more?
Yeah.
70. Yeah, 83 euros. You're getting scammed, mate.
Say 38. Oh, 38 for the haircut, and then there's more for like the shave and stuff. Oh, okay. Still though, that's a lot.
That's true. Women haircuts, they cost so much.
Well, comparatively, right, for the wedding. So I'm going to the Turkish barbers, and this is obviously more money than I ever spend on a haircut because I normally do it myself. So that's the big expense, £23. Meanwhile, the version of hair and makeup for her is we're hiring a person to come to the venue and do it on the day and do like it for all the bridesmaids and stuff as well. So it's like the cost is not evenly split.
I mean, makes sense though for a wedding.
Whoa, gotta look your best.
Exactly.
Loki, I should get makeup. What are you trying to say? Wait, hold on, let me turn my light on. Then I think we're starting. Oh.
Oh, new TikTok edit dropped here.
Oh, looking forward to a new TikTok edit.
I actually love these Arabic TikTok edits. They're
Nice.
so good.
Can you link it?
Yeah.
What?
Is it the hit scans one?
No, this is for KSA standing on point.
Oh my god, dude, that's,
got time to
honestly, that's
squeeze this
bad.
in.
La vida es un
And that sets us up perfectly for SSG rolling out to mid on Ilios. Oh. Okay, so Ball is banned from SSG, Sombra banned from Supernova, so we're going to get Winston versus Hazard matchup here. SSG. No encouragement to start playing for Winston, but we have seen Winston struggle in these Kiri Lucio mirrors when faced with a Hazard, and Kellen is going to struggle here when faced with a Hazard in this Kiri Lucio mirror. Immediately dead, and that's going to be first point over to Supernova. Disaster start. Seeker's found a trade, so they can maybe scrap it out, but no Winston to contest for point or anything, so they're going to have to back it up. Seeker is still above for point, trying to find some kills or a late trade here. But they have to wait for Kellen before they make any real progress. But maybe Seeker's just good for it. Second kill from the high ground, uncontested. Kellen's going to start forcing point. Needs full support from his team, but they're able to retake. And really, Seeker bailed him out there. Just continues to be uncontested. As soon as you win that Freya duel, you just have full control of the map for yourself. And they'll wipe everyone off the back of that. No ults to speak of just yet. Will be a full reset here. Kellen really wants to avoid meeting this Hazard head-to-head a lot of the time. Obviously, Supernova can exploit this, try and force through the point, but especially with a chance to hold forward here, as soon as Astro goes onto point, there's a chance for Kellen to go past, pressure onto the Freya, pressure onto the Kiriko, force one of those. Jutsu's going to swing over to this left-hand side early, escorted by Astro. Pressure now, take aim bolt onto Bliss, forces him back, but Sugarfree's got to kill him back right now, and now Kellen applies that pressure to the Freya. All the while, Jutsu's going to keep deepening the position, but Sugarfree's cleaning up on point. Suzu and Full Pocket come in Astro's direction, but Seeker just, again, feels uncontested on this high ground here, taken care of, and it's easy for SSG after that initial start. Now we're going to get to the support ult phase. Both about 20-30% off on both teams. Big old trade coming in. Astro is nowhere near to this downpour though. Bowler's available. Pulse Bomb's available soon too. Will say, I don't know who the Kitsune trade would really favour here. The bubbles obviously go quite a long way, but the Hazard can get through a lot too. So, pretty even trade. CJ has it earlier if they want to go for a sort of surprise push here. Try and catch Supernova on the walk up. For now, though, SSG seem pretty happy to play on point and just play around for Freya's good position on this high ground. Ryan's trying to come in the side right now, running into this Lucio. Seeker's got the angle on main now instead of top left. Looking for some of this. Kitsune rush started by Renko. CJ's going to mirror that one. Bliss and Grapes both 5% off. Bowler towards it here. Pressure onto Grapes. Lots of trouble. Gets over the wall. Survives. Doesn't have beat yet. Bliss has already used his. But Grapes still lives. He has the beat coming back. And Jutsu's killed them as they dive in with this beat. Grapes may not even need it here. Now Seeker can get finished off. And yeah, no value out of that beat push in the end from Bliss. All just about the cleanup. Kellen's been forced to back jump. Doesn't quite have the primal yet, so they're going to concede the flip, come back with their primal, but now the beat going to be the perfect answer for this as long as the Grapes can get it off. Eyes on Kellen to try and force this one. He's starting top right now. Bliss is going to go join him top right. Looks like everyone except for the Tracers going top right here for SSG. Create a bit of space. Now onto the Lucio. They make it difficult, but Grapes get it off. It's only a two-person beat though, and Kellen still has primal. The pressure is still on Grapes. No escape. Had Grapes in their sight. Force a bad beat. And then finish him off, and it should just be easy now as well. Desperation downpour, trying to not get booped into the well. Doesn't find anything. Astro's finished off, and it should be straightforward here for SSG. Maybe there's a desperate touch. Ryan's going to die late, actually. I don't know if anyone's really in position for this. Grapes was actually dead at the start of the fight. Can't roll out in time, and dominant from SSG after the first fight.
Have to say, as a member of the desk, that was the desperation downpour of the week right there. And I don't think we will get a better desperation downpour. So congratulations to Astro on that one.
Thanks for the insight, member of the desk. That's all you'll get from me, though.
That's all you'll get? Okay. Short and sweet from the desk. Looks like we're going to get more of the same here as well. Kellen sticking the Winston, Kiri Lucio as well here. No problem for them. Definitely felt like Seeker had more impact. 10-0 seems to back up that statement as well. Jutsu not really getting in the game so far. Have to say, especially map like Ilios, lots of high ground for the Freya to play around. Difficult map for the Hazard to keep that Freya contested. Will be a bit easier on Ruins, but Supernova have to get there first. And we're actually just going to play Winston their own this time. So a Winston mirror, but I think Kellen very much has the reputation as the best Winston in North America. Seekers going to try and swing over onto point here as well. Everyone from SSG are up there now competing for this high ground. Bubbles will be traded. Kellen's going to go a higher level right now, looking to drop on. Good cleave damage onto everyone here. Back onto the high ground, and Seeker finds that opening pick. Now Seeker's going to be fully uncontested, and Kellen just playing this second high ground here all over them. Straightforward one for SSG. Looking dominant. Now we're on the full Winston mirror. Will be full cleanup. Astro has no choice but to die on point. And a good first fight for SSG. Halfway to a bunch of their ultimates. Nice and easy. Now a chance for Seeker to play in his top left position early if they want as well. Kellen and Sugarfree already moving to the left-hand side as well. Looking to find anything early. Just a bit of poke damage. And Supernova choosing to retake through the Mega side. But Jutsu's going to go his own position, potentially over the rooftop here. Will leave him vulnerable if they find him. I don't know if they know where Jutsu is right now. He's firing bolts, so they do. He's going to try and come over this high ground, but there is a Freya to battle from long range. Take aim's going to hit, and now the dive comes in from Kellen onto the backline, though, instead. Seeker's going to try and push forward to take this duel, but there is getting harassment from behind. Astra can maybe go on it here. Both Freyas are going to get traded now. Point is still in control as Supernova move over to try and flip it as we speak. Graves is going to regroup on the point. CJ closest to the Kitsune rush here, but it's a fight on point before. Bubble in play. Graves is going to have to try and play his life on the coast. He's running for it, but can't get away. Sugar-Free hunts down that kill. And now, significant player advantage. Kellen's going to come back, help him clean all of that up. And they avoid any late trades in this SSG. They can hold forward. Double support on the back pocket. Slightly quicker primal. Looking good for the snowball. Not as good for that rollout, actually, from Sugar-Free, but it'll be fine. Chance to hit a pretty fast tempo with these support ults if SSG want to go for it as well. Don't know how aware they'll be of this sort of narrow advantage. They can just choose to mirror it on point as well, try and play for the later ones. Looks like Ryan wants to try and move towards point, but you can see Bliss and CJ close to that right now to contest it. Sugar-Free immediately responds. Bliss is with him. Recall has been forced. Now they can chase this back. Forced all the way out. Bliss is going to drop the beat. Catches 4 of them. Grapes response. Also catches 4. Now Sugar-Free moving over to point, but Kennen is all over this Freya. Hunting it down. Jutsu the first to fall. Kitsune rush on point. Kennen's going to pop the primal. He's boots off. Does get back on the map now. But the flip is actually stolen from Supernova during that timing. They might still be good for the kills as Astro gets back on point. Kitsune rush onto this primal as well, so Kellen will get the better of that. No trades in the end, and they'll flip it right back. But that flip does buy Supernova another fight, another attempt. No great ults to do it with here. It's just going to be a pulse bomb apiece. Ryan's actually the last to spawn here as well, so needs to prioritize that touch and getting in position. Early pressure onto Astro forces him back as well. They spot Ryan onto Renko already. Suzu has been used and a TP away. Ryan has to run for the touch, but he's run into Sugar-Free here. Sugar-Free's marking lower. He's killed for Freya. Touch behind, and the pulse bomb's good actually from Ryan. He's triggered the overtime, but he needs to get another touch out of this as well. Supernova are struggling to make it up. Sugar-Free's going to hit the pulse. Ryan a little bit late for the touch, and a 2-0 for SSG.
Yeah, no problems whatsoever. Protect the tank, pick Ilios, play Winston, and then if you can play Lucio Kiri, Anna Brig, Lucio, Anna, whatever it ends up being, no problems. Suspect the next map is where we'll see the biggest challenge.
Maybe not a big fan of the Sombra ban here, to be honest, from Supernova.
Yeah, I agree. It feels like I don't know if they were gonna play that, to be honest. But honestly, I don't even know what Supernova plays. I've never watched them play before, so to be honest, I got no fucking clue.
A lot of Orisa, little bits of Ram when they need it. They have played the Winston version before, but I don't know. They've kind of struggled on, look not great on all the comps they've played so far, honestly.
I'm actually trying to apply for a job as the OWCS desk, so I just haven't watched any of the games to be prepared for it.
Bit too far.
That one's too far, isn't it? Problematic Psycho, that's where we crossed the line.
Excited for the relationship where you just both accuse each other of going too far.
Yeah, we've been there before.
We have.
It feels like normally we've seen the Hazard come out on top and that type of mirror. Is some of it just for map fair, or are we just in team gap territory?
I think it's just an incredible skill gap in every single role, which probably makes most comps really, really favoured. I mean, the Hazard it's probably slightly better, but to be fair, it's on a map like that, it's probably closer to 50-50 than anything. And then I don't know, going Circuit Royale, okay. I guess hard to play Winston here unless you're really dedicated to it. Yeah, Circuit Royale, and if it goes wrong, New Junk City. That seems like the optimal path. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it should be on the weaker end for Cullen's hero pool.
This team has Sam.
Yeah.
Supernova.
He was used as like an emerge because Ryan was missing for the first couple of weeks. So first week they played with Tank on DPS, which didn't go well. Then they played with Sam on DPS, which also didn't go well. And then they got Ryan back and they won.
I just want you to know I'm being so reserved right now.
Yeah,
I'm being
me too,
so
me
I'm
too.
being so disciplined. Okay, just
Yeah,
know
me
know
too.
that. Okay.
Wait, oh yeah, I have Grapes in my fantasy team as well, and he went minus 3.5, so that's a problem. That's a
You
problem.
have Grapes in your fantasy team?
Yeah, I mean, I had the choice to sub Grapes out, but because he had Dilducks last week, so he was alright for it. And then I could either sub him out and just get another like low-cost support, or I cop it and then sell Jaewoo, getting 2 GK players. So it was the gamble that the GK value would outweigh the Grapes damage. But we're about to find
How
out
often
just
can
how
you
much
sub?
damage Grapes is going to cause. You get 2 transfers every week.
Oh, okay. I haven't subbed at all, so I'm probably like dead last. I also have Yubi in there and he's not playing, so cheers.
I
You
just
would've-
get that you have pretty good insider information about when Yubi's playing too.
If anyone should have a bit of a leg up on that front.
Yeah, it's a good shout from you.
Squid coming in, so
Yes.
Ooh.
this is a double flex map at heart. So
Bolson
I
as
can see
well,
that.
which maybe it's a Ram ban, try and play Sigma.
Ooh, false. It's my ex-teammate, if anyone didn't know.
my ex-teammate kind of too.
What?
I coached him
Uh,
on
from
Maryville.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Oh. Fair enough, mate. I do apologize for that.
Wait, you did that before SSG, right?
Yeah.
So can you elaborate on how you ended up joining SSG and why you quit? Maryville?
I joined Maryville because I was super unsure if there was many jobs in EU Overwatch, and they came to me, and I was like, well, it makes sense, right? I think it's a collegiate gig's as good as any. I was like the only employed coach
From
in
home as
Overwatch
well?
at the time. And then OWCS came out, and then SSG and the team, and I was like, sorry, Maryville, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm sorry to do this, but I'm going SSG. And they were like, yeah, fair enough, I get it. And then I signed you, mate, and the rest is honestly history.
I mean, that is honestly the best sign you've ever done.
Honestly, me and Harry were
Actually,
talking about the
buddy.
other. Me and Harry were doing it. We said the only good signing I've ever made is you. Like, actually,
Yeah.
every other one's been a fucking calamity disaster, but you were good. So
And the best part is, I had to come to you.
it's true.
Me.
It's true. That's it. It wasn't even my idea. It was your idea.
Yeah, I was laying in the bed in the military at like 5 AM and I thought, okay, let me message Chris, guys.
And you remember you were glazing me too. You're like, honestly, I'm such a big fan of Uncoachable. Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
And then-
what?
No,
I've
you
never said
said-
uncoachable.
You thought you sure? 'Cause
You were
we-
blowing
all right.
them up?
You want to bet?
Uncoachable? I mean, I don't want to bet. But I don't think
We
I
can
said.
bet.
I know
let's
I know
bet.
I was blazing you, but I don't think I said uncoachable. I said I want to be coached by you,
All right.
which I did, and that I regret, by the way, for everyone.
Thank you, no idea for the bits.
we talk too much, cycle, mate. But I'm just rolling it, okay.
Jesus, no way we've talked this much. I'm scrolling.
It's
the-
actually absurd, no? I feel like we got some
You're not
history,
just,
maybe.
what if you search for uncoachable and that cut through?
I mean, blah 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 blah.
Okay, we talked so much. What?
Yeah. Yeah, look, on a real note, as an avid uncoachable watcher, I truly believe I would fit into the London system perfectly.
Did I
And
say
you guys
that?
still mentioning I'm still young and good at adapting, and I've been doing that my entire life.
Wow.
It was such a good shout too from you, by the way, because you got a job. So
I mean, it worked, did it not?
No way.
honestly, you actually can't even remotely hate. Look at what happened after that message.
Oh,
And look at you now, the best in Europe.
Stop the payload.
After Kev.
Excuse you.
Back to the cast.
Okay,
We'll let Modesto will solve this one behind the scenes. Now this will be going on for a while. Meanwhile, a threat of a Sig Mirror, but immediately False is going to give up on it. I would have thought this was the matchup they wanted, getting Kellen over to this, but instead, going to go Diva here and play a Lucio Baptiste version. So looking to go past for Sigma on a lot of occasions here, just try and punish CJ and Squid. Maybe even double supporter, double flexer, double hit scanner is what I'm trying to say. False already onto the high ground as SSG back it up to this corner. Looking for their timing. Grapes is already low. Once they get into this corner, they will look for the opportunity to speed out, amp out, and try and take out one of these wide swinging players. They go for a bit of a drive-through now. Grapes is flying in, and he's deleted Sugar Free out of there. No lamp in time to save him. And there's the tempo, there's the speed. They take Sugar Free out immediately. We'll see if he makes a swap here. They will get a chance to get a 5-person fight. Sugar Free's going on to the May right now. More pressure coming through. Now going to have to anchor the point is Kellen. He's playing this inside corner to just try and DP, maintain that. Buy time for the rest of his team to try and find an opening pick here. They've got a lot of guns, but nothing coming through just yet. Holding onto the point. Sugar Free can help with that as well. Early pressure onto Ryan, but now False wants to go past. Ryan goes through, only half HP, a window in the front as well. Kellen's going to DP that, but the real danger's in the back, but Squid's dealt with that, and Renko dies as he swings as well. CJ lamps in the back, they dealt with this. Now is where the real threat is. There's still a Diva behind them. They can stagger this baby Diva out for a long time. Yeah, gonna make False walk all the way.
Ethan would stand still here, you know? Like, you wouldn't.
It's true, guys, I can confirm.
Hello. How are you?
All the ults online now except for Sugar Freeze, because of course he had that swap. Lots of tools now for SSG when the push comes in. Lots of these ults are pretty good at dealing with aggressive plays. The bowler can shut someone down, the captive son can punish anyone. False has to try and eat or mitigate as much of needs as possible. Even the Flux a very good defensive tool in these situations. Supernova, though, they're very close to their Beat Blade, which is probably the scariest combo they have to throw at this type of comp of SSG. They're going to try and swing around the corner now. SSG trying to peek aggressively. Make it difficult for them here, but they have to be wary of this beat timing. Grapes is ready to go. Ryan still needs 6%. They're going to start making the move now. The swing comes through. Pressure onto Sugar Free. The pylon is cleared. Sugar Free is cleared. No, Ice Block goes off. Now the Flux trying to be used defensively. Captive Sun as well, trying to eat it. Bowler's going to connect onto False. Can't get the Captive Sun. Did it find anyone? Yes, it found Ryan. He can't pop it. He can pop it. Deals with that, but False is still in the backline. Squid's in more trouble. False has found the kill. So, no choice but to anchor the point now for Kellen, but his team is getting harassed behind him. Now False joins him back on the point. He's been boot backwards. Window in the back. The bowler is good. Low HP. Seeker gets taken down. They still need to find the cap through. Kellen continues to anchor. The window's still providing a bit of pressure, but False is in the backline right now. He's all over Baptiste. Kellen has no healing. Trying to find his kill, but CJ's going to live. Can they force it over the line? Kellen needs help on point. Kellen's going to die. They need a touch. They get the touch just in time. Sugar Free can take over anchoring. He's dropped the blizzard. He's not found anyone, but he has separated Ryan. The window comes out, forces the ice block. Water block the window, but they are outnumbered on point here. Not the tidiest from Supernova, but you can see the idea. Ryan and False are going to keep going deep, occupying this back line, and the rest of the team are going to try and run over Kellen while this happens. They need to get False's mech for the next fight, but they should be good for it, and they nearly have another beat ready to go. And this time, a couple of swaps coming through from SSG, the Briggs swap, the Genji swap, but nowhere close to any of their ults to deal with this beat. So this is a big opportunity for Supernova on the Snowball. They'll move the cart as far as they can for free. Then once Kellen starts anchoring it, they should be pretty close to beat, and that can be the go signal. And it's all really eyes on this Bat Brig and if they can survive this Diva Genji engage. Slow and steady progress for now. Sugar Free probably going to play this quite aggressively, honestly. Look to try and find trades. Renko will probably be one of the players who's going to struggle the most when this aggressive push comes in. We saw Grapes go flying through with a few of their amp around the corner engagers so far. CJ's about to have the window, but really great chance to go through that. Grapes is looking for it now. Beat round the corner, catches everyone. They go flying through, all over Squid, all over Seeker. Kellen is trying to back up and give space. Really trying to preserve his life here if they can. Lamp used aggressively to help False as he catches that rock. Kellen has got out, but now they're going to have to try this difficult retake, and Ryan's very close to the blade. Renko's going to have the window for this. This is a really difficult one for SSG to deal with. False is going to play for the boot, window for a bit of a space. They're going to window in response now. Renko peeking back. There's a bowler available at the choke. It's going to catch on. Lamp saves them from the damage, but they force the cap through all of this. Just too difficult to walk forward. And now they're going to look for all the stagger kills. Ryan all over this backline here. 1 HP. Flux from Kellen. He wants to hold it right now. He gets the trade, goes for the rock, catches for Baptiste as well. Kellen will clean it up. Self-destruct from False to hold into on, and they're going to try and preserve themselves forward at this close choke here, SSG. Again, Kellen's going to keep anchoring the corner. And now the ult situation's a little bit more reasonable. Ryan's going to have the blade, but Squid now has the perfect answer for it as well. You can see Supernova eyeing up this left-hand side corridor right now. Looks like False is going to go through left, trying to contain this backline. Ryan's going to go join him now. Blade is available. Wants to close the distance before popping it. Rock comes out, catches Grapes on the crossbow, and now Ryan's going to get taken care of as well. Good proactiveness as he saw Supernova trying to steal a little bit of distance, get a bit closer to that backline before going. They force False out of mech as well, so it's going to be a while. I presume he's going to swap in spawn. Yeah, he's got Zarya. Is he sticking for Zarya as well? He's going to stick for Zarya. So now, slightly different version, but same core principle. Bubbles are going to go onto Ryan. He's going to hit the back line. That's going to give False some energy, and False is going to use some energy to just walk all over Kellen if he can. That high energy will go through the Matrix. First bubble onto Ryan already, just to take that left-hand side fight. Next bubble probably going Ryan's way, and this time for the Blade. Walking up, taking a bit of space. You can see False already bullying Kellen back. Window comes out. False is in the open. Has to self-bubble and lamp. Ryan still hasn't pulled the Blade. He tries to dash out. They disengage for Window. That was a scary disengage, but Supernova get everyone out alive. And now a chance to go again. Eyes on Ryan. Blade still available. Now he's going for the Blade. Bubble onto the backline. Jutsu is going to go down. They try and trade with a Flux. Sugar Free's good for 2 actually in all of that. Gonna trick kill this Baptiste too. They've gone all the way through. And the trades are more than enough. False is still alive as well. Sugar Free gets taken down. And they'll get the payload moving. Just for Window Blade, it's not too expensive actually either for Supernova. They're going to have the beat for the next one. Just no chance for Squid to pop that rally in any of that apparently. Kellen tried to trade it out with the Flux, but the Flux was at the choke. And the trades weren't enough for SSG to stabilize. Now Grapes already moving coast with, looks like all of his team really. They want to meet SSG here. They have the beat available already if they just want to push. Might just also be saving it as an answer to Sugar Free's Blade. Kellen's going to try and walk up. Bubble's going to block the rock. Now the rally comes through. B in response. Bowler over the top. A lot of damage from this Bowler. Grapes is super low. The lamp comes out, but it doesn't save him. False is high energy, but in a lot of trouble. Blade from Sugar Free. Ryan's out of deflect. He's taken care of as well. False is on the run right now, trying to get this energy out. He won't, though. Full reset. 20-odd seconds left. Nearly have a grab, Supernova, but they're going to have to rush this last fight. Grapes already out of spawn. No ult for SSG. SSG have, I think, the space now to take 2 fights if they want. Even if they get grab and die to that. Ryan's actually going to get a bubble and blink through to secure the touch. That forces Sugar Free to come through and match him. Sugar Free's trying to mark this one. False is looking for the grab. He's going to grab him from underneath. Do they have a follow-up up top? Lamp comes out. Grapes is shooting at him, but there's no follow-up. Ryan was busy on the point. He was on Tracer anyway. And they're just going to get killed as they go for that. False couldn't pull anyone close enough to the edge to do the damage. The grab doesn't get converted. And now there's no help for False. Window to finish the job. And they will get the hold at the end of third here.
Not the worst defense I've ever seen. I feel like the Sigma Cup, like, I don't know, I swear every time I say it, it always does well, and then the enemy team gets ults, and you just always like end up, you can never hold for that long with it, you know. I was surprised. Go on, desk member.
As a member of the desk, I wonder if this Ram ban actually worked against him here, because they are sticking to the Lucio, right? Grapes is not a flexible player.
No, he plays a lot of Brig as well, but yeah, not like any like a Lari or anything like that.
Yeah, then I don't see why you want to take the Sigma mirror.
Well, my guess is I think False is going to go Sigma here on defense. Yeah, that would be
with
my
Grapes
prediction.
Playing what? Brig? I see. Yeah, maybe. But I feel like if you're gonna play Lucio, like, might as well just call Graham.
No, I agree. I felt there was times where Kellen could have swapped too, to be honest with you. Like, the comp was even with the. Honestly, you'll consider this a hot take, but when you understand modern Overwatch, you'll understand he should have swapped Winston on third.
Yeah, guys, this member of the desk should not ever talk again, okay? So
how many pieces of toilet?
Wait, SSG listening.
Listening.
on the poo. Bro, I took a shit like 10 minutes ago. I think I used like half the Also, how? Yeah, like do you take like 2 or 1?
They're not showing. They might be holding close.
Get a quick.
They have Sig. Sig Genji.
Sig Genji.
Sig Genji Freya.
At least Seeker's off 10.
Yeah, I'm thinking left.
They break. That break.
Sigue, Bray.
Coming top left.
Wie hebt shot?
They better bro.
Sick.
She's like,
Yeah.
Can you jump right?
Right away. Can you top right?
I'm thinking down.
We need to quick do it. Quick do it.
Exactly.
I'm ready to swing. Bro.
Check my shield.
Did you close bottom right?
We can swing soon. We can swing soon.
I'm ready for it. He's ready?
Sigue on.
Yeah, I can peek,
Yeah.
Too long. Peeking out. Shooting Genji.
Sorry.
Look at you.
Get the defect, no defect. Hello, no.
Let me set you.
Shoot six. Get you on.
Make those.
Get you, not that one at all. What?
Frame in.
Nice one.
Get one.
I can say go up.
It's truly a disaster from Supernova.
I actually love Kellen so much. Like, actually so fucking useless. Like, he says nothing for the first minute. He just calls focusing, and then he walks around the corner, calls Sig 1, while Sig was like full HP, still blue. Like, he was like, he didn't do anything and just said Sig 1, and then stayed muted. I actually respect that from him.
Yeah, I heard Seeker afterwards as well. He's not one at all. But if it works, it works. Diva swap from false as they try and window out to reclaim some space here, but the disengage looks alright. Kellen should be okay getting out of here. They're going to window back to try and relieve the pressure. False has gone super deep for this, actually, and his retreat is going to be through this window, so he's not going to be able to retreat at all. Kellen's going to get the D-Mech here, and SSG keep this snowball going forward. Supernova has swapped to the same comp they had on the defense. Seems like they really don't want to take the Sig mirror once they get into some sort of Bapalari type thing and instead want to play this faster comp. Punish for double hit scan, punish for double flex support backline, but it's really hard to do this big of a swap on defense because the ult snowball is going to be brutal for him here. Kellen is holding forward. They have to try and factor in a touch in all of this as well. False is maybe just going to have to leave his team and go for it. Flux now to deny the touch. He misses it and False gets the touch. 43 centimeters spare, but False is still going to get obliterated as he comes through. Bowler at the choke. More damage. Jutsu's found a trade for what it's worth. Surely not enough though. They're swinging through. Jutsu's found a second with the bowler. Squid has got the captive son. Misses it, but kills Grapes anyway. They will get it over the line. Not the prettiest finish from SSG, but it does finish. And they did spend, what, 3 ults in the end for that SSG? It's more expensive than they'd want it to be. But they do still have a 5-minute time bank. I remember Supernova did not capture all of third point either. So plenty to work with, even if they're a little bit shy on ultimates for a bit. It's going to be Ryan's Blade versus Sugarfree's Overclock for this next one. Squid's going to get cleared from this coast angle here. Lots of damage, actually. False is going to be able to find that kill. He tried to get out low ground. So an opening pick, and now they can top up False and clear a little bit more space. Frustrating for SSG, but Kellen's actually stuck on the coast here. The boop doesn't go through. Rock to get Kellen out of that one. He's managed to stabilize. But Supernova, they're going to keep coming. More pressure onto Kellen. Forcing him back right now. CJ has the window. Sugarfree still has the overclock to respond with. Too much damage, and False has to reset outside again. They've stabilized, and Sugarfree with the opening pick onto Ryan. That means no blade. Supernova now have to make a decision. Do they just back it up and give the space, or do they double down with this beat? False seems to be doubling down. He's on the back line right now. But oh, it's a KSA situation. Kellen is on point. Overclock coming through onto Grapes. Kellen is pushing for the cap. They've got the rock. They're going to cap it as well. Ryan is there with the blade. It's a 1v3 on point. Don't worry about that, says the Observer. We're going to focus on Sugarfree. Ryan, meanwhile, with the help of False, they're clutching it out. We should have gone to the Ryan cam. Ryan gets the 1v3. Little bit of a help from False. Sugarfree slides on, and Supernova, they cling on to this Circuit Royale defense. Outrageous Blade.
Let's go.
Let's go. And a chance now for Supernova. Sugarfree's going to move over to match for Genji. Kellen's coming through main, has the flux here. Needs to be really careful with the touch. It's back up to 5 meters back now, the payload. But False has to stay and anchor this one. First, Rock's going to miss as Kellen's forced backwards here, but he can just flux to force for point pressure. Now it comes through. Window is available. Bowler from Jutsu doesn't find anything. Renko still has the Kitsune Rush in all of this, but they're just trying to wait out the window before committing to it. Now the Kitsune Rush comes round straight in onto Seeker. Jumps over that one. Flux comes through to deal with the aggression. Deals with Brian immediately. Sugarfree's got a trade. There's a bomb out from False. False going for the remake. Does give a remake here. Renko's managed to find a kill. Jutsu is still just trying to pump damage out, but the rally from Squid is coming. Need to keep themselves on point, but False is off it. He's booed back. He's out of mech. They can't get on it. And SSG do finish it second time of asking.
And we have to say, with the beautiful benefit that is hindsight. These bans were atrocious for what these teams wanted to play. Not protecting Juno makes Brawl on this map so much more difficult. This is an insane Juno map, to be honest, and Lucio is so much weaker at it, especially if we're looking to Brawl. At the same time, Ram is also insane against what SSG are going to play. So it's one of those classic situations where both bans actually favor Unter, as opposed to what Unter normally does, which is the other way around. So fair play to Max, he does know what he's doing, and he's finally figured it out.
Well, it felt like they just wanted the Sig mirror to begin with, right? Because folks started on the Sig, but as soon as they saw like the double flex support or double hit scan, one or maybe both of those was the trigger to go the Diva Lucio instead.
Yeah, but what, like, why would you want the Sig mirror if you have a main support, you know? Like, it's obvious SSG will play double flex. If they were gonna commit to Sigma Brig Genji and try to win that way, I would understand it more than whatever they ended up doing, you know? Because as soon as SSG rolled out on Sigma double flex, they swapped their entire comp.
Yeah, it's roster in before ban as well, right? So they would have seen Squid in long before they...
exactly.
Maybe not long before, but before they made this decision.
Yeah. But then again, it's also just a massive team gap, I think, or skill gap, so...
True. Hard to blame the bans, you know, there's probably no combination of bans which is winning at that, unfortunately. A Genji type situation.
Yeah. But those bans were also questionable, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I thought it was okay. The only bad one is maybe Saravasa, but they tried something, they had an idea.
I mean, yeah, actually, sort of makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Because Freya's good into Torb.
I mean, you were saying that yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
When you were insulting Torb for no reason.
What was the word? Voluptuous?
Voluptuous.
Yeah,
yeah, he's a voluptuous young man.
New Junk City. I guess we're going to try and force some type of Orisa mirror here then from Supernova.
Yeah, just as the desk predicted earlier, a circuit rail into New Junk City. 2 maps that you choose against every team that has a Winston player, it seems. Honestly, I don't know what you do. You maybe want... I don't know. I don't know if you want to protect Orisa in this moment. I don't feel like maybe you're comfortable with whatever gets banned on the backline. Don't know if like... I don't really... Yeah.
They should try forcing a Orisa mirror here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's the best ban to make that happen. Hazard or something, I don't know, but Cannon's not really a Haz guy, is he? So, honestly, mate, just ban Jungle Queen and move on. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
And then what's the best counter ban for SSG? They've used the Juno already. Just ban the Brig or something?
Yeah, I just think you would just... I don't know what SSG... I don't know if they're a better Lucio Kiri team or a better Juno Brig team, but just ban like the other one. Like, just force that backline mirror, whatever you're most comfortable on. But I don't know what that is for them.
Yeah, I think Supernova would rather play Juno Brig if they can.
Which one is that for you, Chris?
Oh, Lucio Kiri by far, mate. We've absolutely loved Lucio Kiri. We're just holding it for now. We're just holding it.
A classic strat save until playoffs.
Wait, who do you play next week, Chris?
The Frosttails, mate.
Ah, fuck. That might be a dogfight, actually. Wait,
who do you play next week?
We're playing Virtus Pro.
Oh, it might be a dogfight, man.
I mean, I hope it is.
Yeah, you hope so?
Yeah.
I hope not, mate. I hope you win, because I'm your friend, you know, deep down.
Thank you. I appreciate that, truly.
Slightly different
I
direction.
hope you win as well.
First ban, but then they don't get the counter Orisa ban, so they maybe get away with forcing the mirror. Maybe SSG feel like they're good for it.
Does it just become a would you rather have Kellen on Orisa or Kellen on Hazard? Or like even
I think
Ram or something?
Kellen should go Ram, because Grapes doesn't play flex support, so they're gonna Juno Brig. So
Mate, there's only one team in the world which picks Ram, okay? It's you. Just know that.
you might have a
No one
point
else
there.
does that. Korea is a region. Doesn't even
Yeah, but
acknowledge
that
Ram's
region is
existence.
a fraud region.
Korea is a fraud region. You heard it here from the desk.
That's a new title tomorrow for the YouTube video.
God. The title's gonna be Overwatch CS EU
No, no.
and NA
No,
Day
no.
3. That's what the title's gonna be. Right?
I mean, I can start adding quotes to it for like.
Yeah.
Who won the Chinese land? Did Falcons or Crazy Raccoon win? Someone remind me. Crazy Raccoon, right?
Crazy Raccoon, yeah, Hangzhou,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
I
think
was
it
trying to
was-
remember.
Before
I don't
this
remember
game
that.
starts, is there a world where Falcons don't qualify to EWC?
Yeah, not really. Or,
Not really.
maybe actually, yeah, no, yeah, because it's 4 at best, right? So it's depends how many last
Well,
chance
let's say-
qualifier spots there are for Korea. If there's only
Yeah, let's
one
say
for
with-
Korea, it's really dodgy.
Okay, that would be crazy.
Oh,
But it's very
sugar
likely they don't. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you go.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt the desk there, but
yeah.
we'll
so
come back to
sorry.
this. All right, a one shot from Sugar Free to start it off, but the trades are coming in thick and fast. So SSG, they've got no backline, no backlines for anyone, and Supernova are going to fall shortly afterwards there. And they did get probably the matchup they want. Supernova, Juno, Brig, Orisa probably feels like the best version of all their players on their best heroes. Also got the Freya as well banned. It's been a bit of a struggle for Jutsu on that hero so far, so Sojourn definitely much more in the comfort zone for him. Obviously, Seeker no. Not unfamiliar with it either. Going to be a quick first fight, and now they're going to go over to holding the choke. They're trying to go the far side here, Supernova, to get a little bit of space. Astro's going to walk through the top choke first, trying to pressure Sugar Free out so the rest of the backline can swing. I think someone's on a big flank here. Ryan's on a big solo flank to get an angle here. He's got the choice between the backline and Kellen, harassing the backline, but cops a body shot. I think no one's actually with Ryan here, so he has no healing except for his mini. He's going to have to rely on that as Astro walks forward. Kellen's going to try and walk on the backline right now. Both Orisas on the backline. Jutsu slides away from that one. Kellen's getting peppered down. They have a lot of angles on Kellen, and SSG trying to back it up right now, Kellen, but he's in all sorts of trouble. He gets focused down. Astro with the Terror Surge does find the value, actually. They get the kills. Jutsu's going to trade, but player advantage still in Supernova's hands. They force that one back, and just a big gap in the neutral there. Both Orisas made aggressive moves to the backline, but Astro was able to find better cover. Kellen ends up getting pretty isolated there as he tries to move backwards. Now, the ult portion of the fight. Going to be Ray rally for both teams, probably. Bliss's is a little bit slow, so have to be careful with that. An earlier overclock for Seeker as well, if they want to use that one just to start the fight, to try and get themselves out this choke. All coming through the main door for now. I think Sugar Free may be moving over to that right-hand side. Yeah, he's going there with Bliss right now. Kellen's going to wait for that position. Going to be a speed ring through the choke. They come through. Ray is going to be used. Astro is on the run. Rally on the side from Grapes. Remco's going to drop the Ray. He's going to get taken down, but the Ray is still in play. Blade over the top from Sugar Free, trying to finish this one off. Ryan has the Blade now, but he's fighting his Sojourn first. Sugar Free's hunting for more kills. Is good for 2. Terror Surge in the middle of all that from Kellen, found 2 too. So they do win that.
I'm going private coach and see you guys later. Have fun. Desk out.
Take care, Chris. First point for SSG there. And they didn't actually have to use both support ops in the end. The DPS did all the damage. Bliss is going to have this rally now to deal with Ryan's next upcoming Blade. The Supernova can always wait for the overclock start with that too, so a bit more to throw in. Sugar Free trying to harass at the choke now, and Supernova seem to be changing their mind about the door they want. They've just left their Brig there. Presumably Ryan's with them as well. Seeker's watching the other choke. Supernova coming through now. A little bit slow with this, but point still doesn't unlock for 10 seconds. Rally push comes through. Blade over the top right now. Taken for a ride, but Bliss goes down in the rally. Ryan cuts through that one. Looking for the Juno now, but nothing else to find. And they've traded the backline again. Every time Supernova seems to make positive moves forward, Sugar Free is there finding the kills to shut them down. They take care of Ryan. They take care of Astro. No healing for Supernova. And it will be the first flip despite that rally jacks. Tough situation for Supernova. Now they come back. Terror Surge overclock. Ryan's going to go over onto the Tracer. Probably the better of the 2 heroes for Ryan. No, he was just going for support. He's keeping me guessing. Sticking on the Tracer. I think it is a better hero for him, even though both heroes are pretty viable in this matchup. Now Terror Surge available. They might just overclock to start with. Make a bit of space. Set Astro up in his Terror Surge when they force a key shift or something like that. Jutsu's walking up for the swing right now. Trying to get a full rail before going. Fires the first one. Now he's swinging onto Sugar Free. Another shot and the spear from the other side. Sugar Free can't deflect both directions at the same time. An opening pick, and SSG, they might just give this one up for free. Tip-tap the point. They don't have any of their ults just yet. Jutsu's going to keep flanking with this full rail, look for an opportunity. Bliss in a spot of Bobber as he moves backwards, and they found another kill on the flank. Kellen's traded out, but CJ is on the run. They're so close to so many ultimates, SSG. Are they going to commit to it? Are they going to try and clutch? Kellen has the Terror Surge. Ray nearly available from CJ. Terror Surge goes out first from Astro. Doesn't find too much damage, and Kellen's just walked past it and got a kill. Now the Ray Blade to turn it from CJ. Kellen drops a Terror Surge as well. SSG use everything. Sugar Free's been whip shot away, but Sugar Free's still coming for Grapes. Grapes hits a second whip shot, but can't live. Astro now, no healing left. SSG will clean it up. 100-0 on point E. 2 rounds in a row for them. And we'll move on to the third point here. Double support up, coming up very quickly for Supernova. Quicker than SSG's as well. SSG really only have the overclock. They can get the early position. Might even overclock early just to try and force these support ults quite far back. Worst case for SSG is Supernova gets a point, use the support ults there, and can flip the objective. If they can force one of the ults out at its choke and then kite back, they've got plenty of room to kite into and provide Seeker with maybe a few opportunities to find a kill. Trying to come through the choke now is Astro. Rest of the team there as well. Ryan's on the left-hand side of his team right now, trying to get through and force point. Astro walking up. Looking for a Ray timing here if he can find it, Renko. Point force coming through from Ryan. Sugar Free moves over to match it. No ults pop just yet. The slower it is, the closer Bliss is going to get to this rally as well. SSG give him the space now, slowly but surely. Now the overclock comes through. Initial dink comes through. Ray in response from Renko. More dinks from Seeker, but no kills just yet. There we go. Takes down Renko. Nice shots from Seeker, and Kellen's worked his way into the back line, and the Ray push is a disaster. Ryan's going to get 1 kill, but they're on life support up top. The spear is good from Kellen as well. Ryan's going to get the mini. He's going to try and find a late trade. Got the recall, but nothing he can really do here. Has to just die. Take the full reset. And you saw SSG playing it slow, giving a lot of space. The impetus really should have been on Supernova to do something about that, to take forward, use their support ult advantage. Now Supernova, it's a rally Terror Surge for both teams, so pretty even looking fight. We've seen this comboed quite a lot before. If you can hit that bash as they get sucked in by the Terror Surge, it can be brutal. Rally to start from Bliss. Grapes is going to rally back right now. He's awfully low though as this Sojin Jewel goes on the side. Seeker solo, Jutsu solo, shoots his legs, takes him down. The Pulse Bomb's good as well with this Terror Surge. They win it, but it's still a messy trade. Grapes and Jutsu and Ryan are alive. There's no healing of a DPS or solo. Kellen can honestly 1v3 this for DPS or solo. Kellen's going to get the first one immediately. Looking for the trade here onto the Orisa, but Astro, HP advantage, not enough. Ryan managed to slink away as well, survive, and they will get the flip. Kellen coming back with a Terror Surge Ray here. So now, table flips is going to be a very powerful ult combo for SSG. This is a big point though. Supernova can play it slow and wide, make it awkward for him, and hopefully get to Jutsu's overclock. Maybe a chance to clutch with that one. Astro's going to start marking point. Charged up spear sent for the direction of Coast to try and force Sugar Free out. Can't find it though. Seeker's got a full rail swinging onto the high ground now. Kellen's going to peek around the corner, but he's the one who catches the spear in the face. He's going to try and force the point, but Astro can anchor this for a long time. Ray nearly available for CJ. Jutsu's actually flanked all the way around, so SSG are going to try and flip the map right now. No chance, doesn't hit the shot near Jutsu, but they're keeping the point contested. Jutsu 99%. Ray comes out, high ground. Overclock is available right now from Jutsu. He's popped it. He needs kills immediately, but the blade on top of Grape. Sugar Free shuts that one down. Jutsu can't find any kills. Body shots only onto everyone. And SSG finish it off 3-0.
Yeah. I mean, if they can't, or if they get dominated in that matchup, it really is over.
Yeah.
That's probably their best shot.
Yeah, I mean, actually, considering that's not really a comp I would associate with SSG's strengths either. I actually felt relatively clean on it in terms of the ults and everything like this and the way they wanted to play it a lot in those fights. Alright, I'll take a look at the numbers as well. I think lots of people were hoping for big SSG scores. I was hoping for Grapes just not to go super negative. He's gone -10. Thanks, Grapes.
What's the worst negative you've seen?
From like an individual game?
Yeah.
Like, I swear we've had people who are like -25 or -30 or something crazy.
-25?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Gogo and Natsuki have both hit like 20 plus negatives in single series. Yeah, it looks like actually, yeah, Kellen and CJ were big winners there. Sugar Free 17, which isn't too bad, but probably hope for a bit more from a prize. CJ with 20, Kellen with 23, happy with that. Squid comes in, gets a 0.5 and leaves. Yeah. Are we getting an interview as well? Let me see, I'm in the channel.
So this system rewards players who go like to map 5s, right? That you can gain more points that way?
As in you get like...
Yeah.
Obviously the nature is if you go to map 5, you have to lose 2 of the maps to get there, right? So
That's true.
You can lose. But there are, like, say like Nightmare versus Extinction yesterday, the fact that it went to map 5, for some of the players and heroes that score quite well, like for Tracer and the tank, it was actually just a buff for Painkiller and and Rocket, because they just, even on the maps they lost, they just get like 5 or 6 points. Then they'd win a map and they'd get like 10 points again, so it just actually adds up more for them. Yeah,
because like if you hard stomp like we did today against Shenji, like that Runasabi, it's like so bad for the system, no?
Yeah, like you guys barely got any points from it because it was like a 5-minute map, so it was like nothing really happened.
Probably can't change that either, right?
Like, no, because there's because I think, to be fair, like I think the scoring is too harsh right now in terms of the negatives have like too big an impact, but I still want it to be possible to go negative, you know, like if it should, but it should be rarer, I think.
Yeah.
All right, and we could be in for like a world record in OWCS actually, because there's one game left, and it's GK versus Dilducks as well.